Hey everybody, welcome to Perry TV. We got news breaking from Tehran, Iran. Professor Seyed Morandi is on the Glen Diesen show, and the Yemen has joined the war and allegedly considering blocking the Red Sea. This is huge news. Let's listen in.
Professor at Tehran University and the former advisor to Iran's nuclear negotiation team. So thank you for coming back on.
Thank you, Glenn. It's always a great pleasure being with you.
Well, the last time we spoke, I asked you about what the likely steps would be, that is, up the escalation ladder, what we can expect to see as this war continues to spiral out of control. And you made the point that it was near certainty that Yemen would at some point also join the war. And at some point also...
This is big news because Yemen is a powerful country.
Likely begin to shut down the strait that gives access to the Red Sea. Now, well, the latter hasn't happened yet, but Yemen has just entered the war. So far, it seems that it's been limited to launching ballistic missiles at Israel. However, its participation in terms of who it targets, the objectives, can of course increase as well. So I thought a good place to start would be, to ask you about how you assess the significance of Yemen joining the war. I've heard...
That's a good question, and there's no one more positioned better than Professor Seyed Morandi, who is in Tehran, Iran.
Then what other things could they actually do as the war continues again to spiral out of control?
It's definitely very important. The United States waged war against Yemen last year, and it failed. And it had to withdraw. Trump had to, declare victory and walk away. So that itself shows how significant Yemen is. And in addition to that, now that the U.S. is engaged in aggression against Iran, they will not be able to focus on Yemen the way they did last year. So that gives Yemen much more room for maneuver. And then you also have the resistance in Iraq, that it is striking at U.S. targets inside Iraq, but also increasingly beyond the border.
I think basically what we're seeing here is a two-front war happening. Yemen shooting into Iraq, and the Americans having to focus on a two-front war. I think that's important. And we have Glen here, talking about Yemen and what they're up to. And well, what he did say was the war is spiraling out of control. Those are Glen's words. And Professor Seyed Morandi from the University of Tehran backing him up. So this is phase one, keeping you alert, showing you both sides. Thank you for watching. Please support my channel. Have a great day.